It was reported that Prince Harry was left seething and lashed out when he got the news that the CEO of the game had decided they would replace him with Prince William, since a lot of veterans had boycotted Harry and Meghan from the games. Let's be honest, this was never going to have people signing up in droves either. The Invictus Games is a multi-sport event for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, both serving and veterans, again hosted by Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Founded in 2014, having realized the potential sports had in helping to recover and rehabilitate sick and injured military personnel. The next Invictus Games is scheduled to take place in Düsseldorf, Germany next September. There has been some serious unrest within the veteran community about what seemed to be Harry and Meghan's role with Invictus. Since they stepped back as senior working royals and moved to the U.S., many veterans feel the Sussexes have abandoned their duties to the British Armed Forces. The comments took a further escalatory turn when Meghan controversially told The Cut that she'd received purpose at the 2020 Invictus Games. This really rubbed many the wrong way as they felt she was making the event about herself rather than the veterans. Fast forward to last month, Invictus had planned the games without Harry being the face of them after a boycott of Harry as the game's public face by a UK-based grassroots veterans group named Invictus Takes a Stand. They felt he had lost touch with whom the event was to honor given his life of celebrity in California with Meghan. More than 1,000 veterans signed an open letter to the game's chief executive, saying they would never support the event while Harry was a figurehead. Their protest seemed to have worked, as only last week, in a sensational U-turn, the Invictus Games Foundation announced that Prince William will take over the role of patron from Prince Harry. One of the spokesmen said, "We feel it's important the face of the organization reflects the changing relationship between the royal family and the veteran community." On his full-time job in the UK, Prince William is better positioned and suited to represent British Armed Forces interests and honor the sacrifices that members of the British Armed Forces make. Now, to be rather blunt, that doesn't sit quite well with Harry. A source close to the Duke of Sussex said he was absolutely furious at the suggestion that his unique brainchild might be taken away from him. An insider told US Weekly, Harry is adamant that Invictus will always remain his thing. But the fact that he had this feeling that he had not been left with a choice strengthens the very firm decision to give in to the boycotting veterans. Harry started Invictus to assist military personnel in healing. So to see veterans now protesting his involvement must be quite hurtful. Absolutely no denying that such a line of criticism comes off the back of his recent decisions and comments. A great many take to be pretty disrespectful towards the Queen and dismissive of his duties in Britain. Does make one question if Harry will be issuing any public response to his replacement. However, that would be the only way the CEO felt would save the reputation and future of the games amongst the UK veteran community. However, according to the Palace, the Telegraph reported that William was very loath to plainly replace his brother but understands the CEO's decision given the circumstances. He tells us Sonic has agreed to take a more visible, supportive role for the next Invictus as its patron but has no plans to push Harry completely out of the organization they created together. It is, however, no doubt a PR coup for the games in terms of repairing bridges within the veteran cohort to have a future king as its figurehead for the team. In the words, Harry had developed Invictus for the benefit of those who have but now is being served walking papers after many felt that he had refocused the event on himself rather than the participants. The snub is being seen as part of the placation move in the wake of Harry's behavior post-Megxit, in favor of his elder brother in a bid to make peace with veterans who are boycotting the parade. Now it has to be seen that does Harry do anything in his power to get control of his creation back, or he just accepts the fact that his brother has now taken the reins. And the real collateral damage of Prince Harry and Meghan's departure from the firm has been to Prince Harry standing within the establishment and the veteran community in the UK, fiercely championed by the Prince up until this point. The actions and words they have undertaken since moving to California have already stirred a lot of ill will that is by now affecting close to Harry's heart, projects like Invictus. It's a stark reminder of how the ground has shifted under the feet of these women, who were operating outside of the palace but depending on UK institutions and reputation to even get access to these forums like these games. Not very clear still is the extent to which Harry will remain involved in the future. What is for sure, though, is that his patronage will never command the influence it once had. Okay, guys, those are the major details in relation to this dramatic shakeup where Prince Harry is replaced by Prince William as the face of the Invictus Games. As always, let us know your thoughts on this one down in the comments below. Did the CEO do the right thing? What do you think this means for Harry and Meghan's ability to work with UK-based organizations in the future? Discuss in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning into this explainer from Royally Obsessed on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, so that you can receive more of this kind of explainer and analysis right in your YouTube feed. I appreciate you all joining me today and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.